my soul is tormented by a succubus. Calling sis, pencil dripping from the way I spit. Fell in love with this, sis got music, now she in my grips. Wanna take a sip of her only sign says sips. No.
What is up, YouTube? I'm here with my friend who you guys have requested to see a deck profile for Sanctuary Guard for Premium. So, here we go. Take it away, Paul.
Alright, so Sanctuary is a deck that, if you go back on this channel, I played back in 2015 and 2016 because it was just amazing. And Denzo over here was like, I'm playing Premium. And I'm like, I don't know what deck to play for like 2 months. Couldn't find anything that was like at all remotely cheap. But it turns out what was cheap was under my nose the whole time, and I couldn't believe it. But I don't know if this is any good because I only play against fair decks. But who knows, it could actually be good. So it's good old Sanctuary. And it's not Jewel Knight Sanctuary, it's not Blaster Sanctuary, it's not Barkle Sanctuary, it's just Sanctuary. Also, this deck is like $20 shipped.
Also, we're at my old local game store.
They have pinball machines.
Yeah, and they have pinball here, so
cool.
You'll hear random noises throughout the videos.
Alright, so starter, Doggo. I'm using him because it's a card that stays in the soul with an effect that's good. So I used to play Milius a lot, and like that would be good to get the 2, but the lack of countercharging isn't gonna work anymore. So I just want something that you can use at least Mirren with. And also I saw Barkle to be used as a starter, but the 9K columns or like 10K columns, they're just not good enough anymore, so I just didn't bother. So I'm just picking this guy. He's very useful. Alright, so triggers. 12 crits. I don't like this guy because he's 5K, because the premium collection thing's out yet. I never use his effect. Go into soul, get +3. These are the big crits. The only other change I could think of, these could be like new Margles, just to have like at least 1 draw per game at least. But it's fine. This deck should go quick, and it does, and hopefully it just wins fast. But this is a bummer every time I see it. And for heal, I'm not playing the new, not the new one, the old counter charging, soul charging one, because I never resolve it. So I just want the guard value and the gain power thing. Shield value. There we go. Also, spoiler, I barely G guard anyways, so it don't matter. I don't want to do 16 crit because you can just die. I never liked 16 crit ever. So grade 1s. I'm playing actual perfect guards. I didn't play the grade 0 perfect guards because I didn't want to pay like $6 for them, but I also wanted the 12 crit. So, and then like those don't counter charge. This at least has a potential to counter charge. So I might as well play it. I know there's things like prevent 0s and there's also things that prevents 1s. So like, I mean, it's kind of a toss up if I can even resolve these, but they're fine. And I'm playing Hope Keeper because it's actually got a good skill. When it's placed on rear guard, and Brave gets +2, and then at the end of the turn you counter +1 and add it back to your hand. It's pretty good. It's good to get off Benin. It's like a 7th target in my deck for it. 4 Cecilius because I just want to stride. I don't want to just dirtle around and not be able to stride. 4 Mirren because it's like the best card in the deck. In the match that Denzo posted, I think I resolved it 3 times in the game. I have resolved it 4. It can happen. Because I little grade 1 I play in here.
Yeah, free cards are free.
It's not even just free. It's like, I don't care if it's 6,000. I don't care if the Ben and Mirror comes like 14. It hits everything except for grade 4 Novell standard. It's just good. Cards are good. Doesn't matter what format it is. Card advantage is good. 1 Hanley because I can get it off Benin and Sanctuary Guard Dragon, and this deck could use as much help as it can get against like the combo decks and the big giant attacking decks. It's pretty good. And I was looking around at grade 1s because it's been like 3 years since I played the deck. I figured something's gotta been released that can help a little bit. So I looked in the standard. I was like, Alan's pretty cool. It draws me a card, and I can do it before G break or limit break. Then I was like, hold on, we can just do Mirren, because Mirren put a guy in front off of like the twin sword and stuff. I get more cards, but like that's a lot of counterblast. But this little guy is hiding around, and the one thing this deck has a problem with is soul, because it doesn't really want to or could ride more grade 3s. So I got a little Pongo in here, and he's great because being able to resolve more Mirrors is great, and more Violinist is pretty great.
So why only 2?
Because I'm already playing 13 other grade 1s, so this is 14 and 15. I don't like 4 because I don't want to soul charge anything that matters, and I only need to resolve 1 per game. So that would give me my the 4th soul in the game, which is really important. So it's 15 ones. It's a lot of them. Grade 2s. This hasn't really changed actually over the years. It's just all good stuff. So 4 Twin Sword because it's a great attacker. 3 Violinists for the Twin Sword Violinist play. If you don't know what that is,
You can show them later.
I'll show you later. I mean, there's other profiles on this channel with it, but I'll show it off.
Yeah, but
is just
you can still show it off for premium.
Because it's been forever. Yeah, Violinist is just great, calling more grade 2s and Soul for Pongo and whatnot, or the other way around, I should say. 4 Bannon. I remember when this card was like nearing up $10. Now he's like 5 cents. He's my favorite. Probably my favorite card in Vanguard because this interaction is just so powerful. It's a +2 because you can +1 call a 6K from your deck. So call this guy, call Hanley, call Hope Keeper. Good stuff. And I'm playing him over Akane and the Bed of Your K column and like all the other stuff because the Bed of Your K column is cool, except Bedivere doesn't call K. K calls Bedivere, so you can't do Twin Sword for it. So you can't make the column off Twin Sword. And the Akane column doesn't draw me a card. Like, I don't care what the number is, as long as there's a column that's made. Like, getting Pongo Akane, that's 30,000. That's not 32 or 33, so it's the same. Like, I'm just, on Regalia, of course. That's basically the same as the 14. 14 plus 9 is 23, so it's not making good enough jump where I'm going to sacrifice drawing a card for it. So it's not worth it, in my opinion. And also not doing the blaster stuff either, because in this deck, I don't think it's powerful enough. It should be in like a Monarch Alfred early list. And the old 12K attacker doesn't really work here because Vanguards are 12 and 13 and stuff. So I had to look around for another end combo guy off Twin Sword to be able to hit a Vanguard by himself. So I found Sage Jaron. He attacks for 15 if you have 3 more rear guards. So 15 plus 9 is 24 and hits everything except for, obviously, Novell. He's pretty great. He's also not G limited like Transmigrating that used to be. So I can just put him down like turn 1, have a guy behind him, and he's like over 20, so I can push through a trigger. Because that it plays a little weird because of the 10K triggers and trying to play around them. The second one plays like it needs front triggers, not like 12 crit. But it works. It's fine. So that's 14 twos of the good old days. And then for Sanctuary Dragon, he's not $30 anymore. Luckily, I can play him over guarantee. And he is Sanctuary Dragon. He gets all 15 of these guys. He's just great. And hopefully I'll never have to be at limit break for his effect. For grade 4s,
You're incomplete strides.
I have 12 cards in the extra deck. I go into 1 because I'm too cheap to buy Aerial Divine Altmile because he's overpriced. And if you can check on TCG Player, there's listings for 15, but the market price is 8 because no one's buying the $15 ones. So unless someone handed me Altmiles, I'm not getting them. Even though he's come up like 3 times so far, I just don't want to pay the price for him because he'd be double what this deck is. Also, there's no Saint Blow in here because he hasn't come up either. And like the G-Guard sucks, so like most of his extra deck is useless. So 4 Regalia, I used to play 3 forever because we only had 8 cards in the extra deck, but I'll just do 4 because you never know. He's just great. Cards I didn't go into, obviously, Imperial. There will never be a situation where you go into him, but he was 20 cents, so whatever. Gobblade, because he's my boy, but I'm never going to go into him.
Is that one at least foil?
That's what I had laying around. G-Guards, who cares? He used to win me games back in like 2015. But,
I remember.
He's not anymore, sadly. And G-Guards, I got Laser Guard, these guys. This thing I never resolve, and this thing I never resolve.
I've never seen so many blank pieces of paper before.
Like, they're basically the same as this, except for this. Like, the problem with Royal Pounds, their G-Guards are horrible, and Maskel's like $9 for no reason because he's horrible. So if you're not playing Alpha or Blaster or Brave, you don't get any choices for G guards, so you're kind of just stuck with garbage. So I never do anything with them. I also don't have any like GB3 guys or even GB2 guys, so it's like I never have to go into these guys. I could have an extra deck of like that, like this 7, and I'd be fine. Just so I have 2 things to remove off of a G assist.
Yeah.
But in reality, this extra deck should have like, you know, not this, and like not this or something, and have like 2 Mass Gull, and then like 4 Alt Mile, 2 Saint Blow, and like a Samuel somewhere. But you're just not gonna. I play this deck for years. You're more than likely not going into anything other than this nowadays. He's just everything else isn't powerful enough. Like Alt Mile's close, but it's only this guy. It's all that matters. All right, let me show off the Twin Sword play, which you can't do with the Hanli on the board, by the way.
Yeah.
Because it takes 5 attacks and you need the last counterblast. So let's just make like, let's just put some guys out. A lot of time my board actually does have 3 Mirrors.
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah.
I hate you for that.
It's pretty good.
Unless I commander you.
Let's see here. Let's just put like a guy and a Twin Sword here. So you need this board. You need 3 counterblasts open. You need a card in your soul. So you attack with a guy unboosted, the one that's not the Twin Sword column. So he'll attack, and then you Twin Sword counterblast 1 to call from your deck. Violinist activates counterblasting 1, soul blasting 1. You call a Twin Sword over it because it's a grade 2, and you can put it anywhere. It's not open. So now you have another Twin Sword column to counterblast again, and then call Jaron. And the only thing that's not over 23 on this attacking phase is unless it's Jaron here, this is gonna be less than the 23. So you do them first on boost, obviously. So like easy to guard, and then like there's 3 more. It's kind of tough to guard. It's like a 15k, but there's only like 8 in everyone's deck or something. And then you can get attacked for this and attack with that. So it's 5 attacks, 3 counterblasts and a soul.
Yeah, all at least hitting for like 24, 20.
Yeah, all hidden for pushing through a trigger, which is the most important thing.
Yeah.
That's all this deck needs to do, is just try to push through damage triggers, and it should tempo out because of Ben and Mirren and stuff like that. Just Skull Sanctuary does what it needs to do.
Yeah, still looking for ways to improve though.
Yeah, I'm always looking for different ways to play this deck. There's so many ways. It's such a generic role paladin deck. It just works. It's super simple. But for this, it's not. I'm not playing this list because it's budget. I'm playing this list because like it actually works, and it's not a bricky mess of units that don't work. Because like I don't know, like Pongo by himself is like okay, but the payoff isn't better than this, and like the blaster stuff, it's I don't know, I don't think it's good enough. That's just me, and I mean, you can't do brave things in here, so
yeah, well,
that is what it is.
You keep mentioning that this is a budget deck. How much did that cost?
You gave me the Hanli.
Yeah.
But even with the Hanli, I think this deck was, I think it would have been like $21 shipped. But that's before TCG Player changed their shipping deal around.
Yeah.
So it might be like $23 if you're lucky, because it's all commons and rares. Like there's no foils in here.
And Sanctuary Guard's like $1 something.
It's like $1.50. Like these are like quarters. These are nothing. Even the Asher deck is nothing.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you saw it in action yesterday. Now you see it here now, and you're gonna go see it again. Hopefully later today. We will see you soon.
Yep.
Thanks for watching.